All right, welcome to Risk Talk. We have Siobhan and we have guests. Yay! So we have Adria Tyride.
Yay. ADHB _ CPW.
That's her Instagram name. And then we have Dr. Ronda to my left.
That would be me, LaRonda _ Nicole.
And our lovely Shoshana to our left, far left.
That would be me, Yellow Girl _108.
You don't feel like sometimes you attract the wrong man? I don't know. Do you ever think back and reflect, like, why the hell I keep running into these type of dudes? Like, right?
Wait, are we still like talking about after you found out, after you had a kid?
Yeah, like.
Well, you don't get to see all of that unfold until after.
No, that's what I'm saying. After you reflect. You don't really reflect and see, all right, I've been running to these type of dudes. Why is that? You ever ask yourself that?
Like you're attracted to the same dude.
Yeah.
The same dude.
Because then the behavior is
So,
similar.
so you, bingo.
So
I was gonna say that too. What was the age span when you started dating them? Because when you're younger, you want certain things, you're attracted to certain things, and if you leave one relationship and then go into another one when you're younger, you're gonna attract that same type of man. But when you venture out years later and you reflect on the men you had in the past, and now you're mature and seasoned, your outlook is different. Those same men that you wanted when you were kids, you're not gonna want anymore.
Exactly.
So what men are you attracting now?
I'm definitely, I feel like now that I am more mature, I'm attracting younger guys, I think because they think I am young based on my looks.
Right. I know that's right.
Until we have a conversation, and then I'm like, yeah, I can probably be your mother. You're about the same age as my daughter. Yeah, it's not gonna work
How
for me.
young would you go?
I don't even, I'm 44. I would prefer to have someone 44 and up. Just because men mature much slower than women, and so they're already playing catch up. And so I definitely think 44 would probably be, I mean, I don't want to put a mark on it, but I tend to gear around that because with men that are a little bit more older, they too have experience.
Right.
They too can understand. We can have a conversation about things that a 30-year-old wouldn't understand. The average 30-year-old has never owned a home, the average. The average might not have traveled, they might not be as cultured. And so with age does come a level of maturity and experience, at least for me. So who do I attract? Usually the young or usually the old. I'm really looking for the middle. The middle, are you out there? Right.
What about you? Answer the question.
What do you think you attract, Miss Lady?
No older than 30.
You got a lot of energy.
That's a lot of energy. She like red.
30.
Wait, talking about no older than 30 and no younger than 29, basically.
No younger than 29.
20. All right, okay, because I was about to call ACS.
Me too.
I think I attract the
30.
crazy ones.
You do?
Yeah. Somebody always off. I really think I attract the ones that are kind of like loose cannon mentally. Cause you know what I realized? I realized that I'm a good listener. So when I meet guys or I'm like really understanding, maybe not to my friends, cause you giving me the look.
I'm not giving you the look. You made me crazy.
I did?
You may need it because you need a balance.
Yes.
You need that. You need somebody to come in the house.
Because you're a little OCD in some ends.
Yes. So you need that. You need
Yeah.
that man to be like, I don't want to talk about that right now, babe. Let me. And let me hard. You need.
That made me hard.
Yes.
Like, what? What do you mean?
Siobhan, you might need a Caribbean.
I'm scared. I had one already.
You need to go
I
back.
don't know.
You need someone to be in control of you. Like you need to just be
I have a
happy.
problem with that.
Yes, you just let a man be a man. Let him.
Well, the
I
men
do.
is
I've
ultimately
learned.
supposed to be the head, so there has to
Yes.
be a level of
But see,
submission
I
on a
need a-
woman's part, period.
I know when to be submissive.
But there
He
is no
has to
turning off and turning
Yeah,
on
it
with
is.
submission.
Yeah,
With,
you know who to do it for.
No.
Yes,
Siobhan.
I believe so.
Submission is submission. And when you submit, that doesn't mean that he bosses you around. It just means that you recognize that he is the head. And he can't be the head if he himself is not a leader and not doing his part.
Yeah. Right, that's
so
what I'm talking
you have
about.
to start
If he's
there
not the
first.
leader, if it's not in him, then I take
Then
over.
he's not the right person because you
This is
shouldn't
what
be
I'm
taking
talking
over.
about. This is what I'm trying to figure out. What's the problem? because I keep meeting people, either they crazy or they need some work done on them, meaning like need help building. I'm tired of helping motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I'm not
I'm
building
sick of
nobody
it.
up at this
So,
point.
Me either.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm tired. I'm tired.
Over that.
I need
Yeah.
someone who's well established, got it together, and I made what you want, baby. I cook food and everything. I rub your feet, and I hate feet, but anyway.
We
all
know
right.
you
We know you hate me. Yeah.
You might give me the rubber stoles. I don't know, but
She be on the toe like that.
But that's when you will submit.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
But
I haven't encountered a man yet that make me feel that way.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's
You
what
can
it is.
turn it off and on, and me per se, I am who I am all the time. So it may seem like I treat every man the same because that's just who I am. Like I just be like, okay, sure, no problem. I let them take control. If that's what you want to do, fine. If you want to eat steak every night, I'll make steak every night. As long as you're doing what you got to do for me, I have no problem with doing it. I will wake up at 3:30, 4:30, 5:30 in the morning to cook you whatever. I will cook you breakfast before I leave to go to work. No problem. No,
No, no.
I ain't getting up
I
that
would.
time.
I gotta get up early anyway.
But
I get up at 5, and let me tell you
cooking.
something. He wouldn't want to inconvenience me either, knowing that I have to get out and go out to
Don't
work.
worry about the inconvenience. If you
Yeah.
busted it right, come on.
Exactly. Nigga ain't even going to sleep. Give me a Red Bull.
I'm at the stove like this.
Mama gonna be alright.
Don't you know? No.
Don't you know, no. Bust it right. I don't care. I'm aiming. I don't care. I don't call me crazy. But I'm gonna leave little notes in the microwave too, like your dinner is done. Come in the room so I can suck your dick. What happened? I'm sorry. Hey. I have to. We have to be spontaneous at all times.
Absolutely.
All time. I have to
What
keep it
about
going.
you, A?
What's your age group? Oh, she's married.
Oh shit.
Hypothetically speaking.
Hypothetically.
Well, what group is attracted to you? Because just because you're married, you don't have to respond to them.
This is what I was talking
I
about.
have to
the
open
other
up
day.
another one.
A lot of older men, right? I had a problem because a lot of older men tend to make passes at me in
Right.
the street, and I got offended because I'm like, why is all these old like what? I look like I need a daddy, like a daddy.
Daddy.
Right.
Do I need a daddy? So I told my sister, I said, I don't like this. She said, Adria, all old men like young girls. I was like, oh, I'm not special? So I'm not special. I realized that I'm not special. Old men like young girls. Young girls may like older guys, but no, older girls like young guys, and older men like young girls.
Yeah.
So I'll just stay in between, like 38. They can't be older than my sister.
How old's your sister?
My sister is 48. So I won't go past my sister's age.
I'm not even putting an age on nothing.
I am.
No.
Sometimes that shit don't work after.
You can take.
Exactly.
You can take. Oh, okay.
The older they get, that stamina decreases.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Cut. I take that
That's
back.
why I
What
say
age?
30.
30.
What age?
I'm thinking like
No older than
52.
30.
They start
52.
She said
After
there's no
35.
No.
After 35, it goes down.
It don't.
It
mean,
does.
Studies have shown that
Exactly.
not
It
with the
does.
Average black man.
Yes.
Not with the
No,
average
I'm
black
telling
man.
you. Unless you're taking care of yourself
Absolutely.
and you're going to the gym.
Not with the
and
average
stuff
black
like that.
man. I'm telling you, that melanin does them right. It does them right. You wouldn't be able to tell that they're in their 40s. Shit, you wouldn't even be able to tell in the beginning of their 50s if they're taking care of themselves.
Right, that's another
what
thing.
The studies show.
Yeah,
Yes.
you
have to be healthy.
If you're not
Exactly.
taking care of yourself.
Well, if you're not
Right.
taking care of
It
yourself
starts
at any race, it
declining.
don't even matter.
What's the climate?
Now, if you're an alcoholic,
Decline.
then
But-
it may not work.
Right.
After a
2
certain age.
minutes.
2 minutes.
And that's it.
Alcoholic 2 minutes.
No,
Well,
I'm
just like
saying.
women, some women lose.
Estrogen.
Yeah, and they
They
don't
use
wanna-
their
don't
they
wanna
lose their
have sex
drive.
anymore.
Yeah.
You know,
No.
I believe the older I have gotten, that my sex drive is like to the roof. Do you believe
Well, that's
that?
for women.
Yeah.
That's for women, yeah.
I do.
Yeah, women, it happens
And
to
not
women.
only that, finding the right
I don't
one.
think I ever
Our
lost
peak
mine.
is like,
I just think it goes like
She got
this is average, and then it goes like this.
She got violin pussy.
And And it has a lot to do with who you're attracted to.
Exactly.
Because if you are attracted to this person, listen, just the sound of their voice is going to turn you on.
Yeah.
You get a phone call. First of all, it don't got to be the voice. You see the name, and you're like,
Mm-hmm.
Do it again.
you be like,
Do your face, Rhonda.
he ain't say a word.
Uh-huh.
It ain't even a text. It could just be a missed call. Like that's how powerful their presence is when they're doing it right.
Mm-hmm.
Question:
Exactly.
Do you
I
believe
agree.
that the way you meet your man, say for instance, he sees you like this, you guys look nice? Do you think you should carry that on throughout your relationship? Or
Of course.
why do women get lazy and
course.
content?
No, some women do.
So
Some women do.
I don't necessarily think that I think you should be true to who you are.
Yes.
I think it shouldn't be a facade. So I think once you get to know a person, he's gonna know if that was just a special occasion dress or if that was the you. I don't think you should enter into a relationship with anybody unless you fully know who that is. So you can have a man that you meet out at a business venture and he's in a suit and he's sharp. But on his regular clothes,
I love a
he
man
looks
that's
terrible. And you're like, wait, but what
happened?
happened? And that's really his normal him.
Yeah.
But at work, he's a different person because we do take on the roles of our
Monday
profession.
through Friday. You got a suit on? Monday through Friday.
Nothing like a man in a
I
suit.
want to see you
With the
dressed
crease.
Polished, polished,
suit.
That's
tailored.
right. Tailored.
Yes.
Tailored.
Tailored suit.
Suited and booted?
Not the baggy shit.
Not the baggy
Not
one.
yes.
Not that shit from
Not the
that
Steve
baggy.
Harvey one.
Yeah, right, right.
Sorry, Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey got money now. Wait, hold on. He got him tailored.
Steve Harvey had money then. He just was a terrible dresser.
Oh, it was for the
But
time. It was.
It was. He has progressed.
So no Burlington Coat Factory suit, going to see the
You
tailor
don't
in the
get
back.
that tailored.
Yeah,
Yes.
but they gotta get it tailored.
It needs to fit.
Some nice cheap clothes.
You
look
just
nice.
have
First of all, you can get a Zara suit and it look nice for a man that fits that.
I'm sorry, girl.
No,
now.
but what else does a man need to have in order for you to even consider getting into a relationship with him?
J-O-B and for years.
And his
Some
own
start
car.
last week.
Not 6 months.
His own car.
Yes, because I'm not picking you up.
I'm not Uber.
The attitude, I'm not picking you up. Or me to pick you up.
And your own apartment.
Well, these things should be a given for a grown man.
Yeah,
I'm just
some
not
people don't.
understanding any of those things as part of the
people
list.
don't.
If you are a
Some people
man, well then they're just the men by age. But a
Not even
grown
by
man
age, a lot
should
of-
want to have his own place. And maybe not a car if you live in like the city, because a lot of
Well,
men,
that's what I
if you
said.
live in the city or if you live in like Dumbo, where you're like close to transit and it's hard parking, they won't buy a car.
Let me take that back. You don't need a car.
Right. But you do need your own place
I'm
and
not
you
gonna
do
keep
need a
people up.
pension.
Living in New York City, a lot of people don't.
Right.
Because we have a lot of transportation.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll
commute
take that
is
back. However, the job is more important to you.
Right.
And you need to have been on a job for quite some time.
Yes.
Quite some time.
Listen, your pension is building up. They
Right.
already matching your match.
Yes.
So I don't need you to just.
I can take a guy with a new job if that job is because he just got elevated, like he just got promoted. Because there is that little thing in it where you're like, okay, I'm gonna make that exception because you just told me now. You know what? I just got promoted. I
No,
just
when I
started at
say-
a new
when I say
firm,
this, when I-
and I'm like,
No, when I say
Okay.
this, I'm not to cut you off. I mean, he has to have a work history.
all right, absolutely.
So I go to Social Security and
Yeah,
ask
exactly.
for a printout of your work history.
You need at least
Is
10
it
to
some
15
years of
years.
pages.
You
know,
should be
I
more
pay
than
about
that. Shit,
Yeah,
mine
I
is
know.
since 14.
I
See
know.
your work
Look,
history.
what the hell?
Getting
Yes.
a Social Security thing in the back.
Yes.
Why are you going to Social Security to get their work history?
Listen, you gotta check these guys.
Verify.
Okay?
Let me tell you what Ayana Van Zant said.
What she said.
She said, when you meet a man, this day and age, don't be afraid to ask them that tough questions on the first date. The tough questions are, when is the last time you had an HIV test?
Right.
How much do you make and do you have a pension? Are you obligated to pay child support? Because all of that takes an account. He could be making all this money, but if he got 5 baby mamas and he paying child support to 5 different baby mamas, it ain't enough to provide for his household.
Absolutely.
And so all of those questions and those type of hard questions that we tend to kind of wait to see if it unfolds later on, she said, and you don't got to come out as soon as you sit down in front of him and go, hey, so how's your Social Security? But you can ease those things into conversation and definitely the part about When is the last time that he get checked? Because these are things that you shouldn't have to guess or figure out. These are things that he should be comfortable talking about.
But it's hard. No, I agree with you on that. But the dating thing in the beginning.
You have some men that will be in a relationship for 10 to 15 years, and then when they break up with you, they go move with you. They
Right.
never had their own.
Yeah,
Right.
They don't know
Exactly.
nothing, but I think they're afraid to be alone.
They're not. It has a lot to do with their childhood.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something. Everything stems back into their childhood, and if you look at the trajectory of one's life, it always goes back to where it started. The way they treat the women, how responsible they are, the way they clean a kitchen and a bathroom,
How close
all of
they are
that
with their mom.
has to do with their
yeah.
If they
upbringing.
close with
How
their
you treat
mother
your
and
mother
really love their
is how
mother,
you
they're
gonna
gonna
treat
take
your
care
woman.
of you.
Your
If
mother
you
or your
disrespect-
grandmother
if you
or whoever that
disrespect your
woman
mother,
is.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get no respect.
Yeah.
He's
No,
not gonna respect
he's
you.
not.
If he disrespects his mother, then he has no respect for you. Who are you?
Nobody.
Who are you? Who are you? And then you go say like this, nobody. On three.
Nobody.
Who the fuck are you?
But back to the work history.
Yes.
I
Look
didn't
at
know
Adrian.
you. Explain that to
Back
me.
to what
They
you
just
look
gonna say,
for.
Well, you know, because we all are 30 and above.
Right.
This person should have a work history.
Right.
How do you go about saying, let's go to Social Security, let me get your work history?
Well, you shouldn't. This should start coming in the mail at some point if you're in a relationship.
Yeah,
If you got
exactly.
working history.
Uh-huh.
For
that
your
shit coming
birthday
out.
every year, you get a printout
Right.
You
of
do.
how much you would get at this age.
If
Yeah,
you was
you
to
do.
retire,
Yeah,
if you were to
yeah.
die, all of those
If you was
things.
to
This
get
person
hurt.
possibly becomes your husband. You want to know
Yeah.
these things, how I'm going to live in the future, right? That's the whole.
Oh,
point,
another one of
right?
Ayana's questions were, do they have intentions on ever getting married? Don't
Yes,
wait to
yeah.
try to figure it out down the line, and he'll say to you, well, I've never told you I wanted to get
Yeah.
married anyway. So that's something, and not that you want to.
You was my girl.
Right.
Exactly. You don't even know you.
Exactly.
Right.
Girl.
So how do you know when you're the girlfriend?
Oh no, you asked.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You asked.
You
What
have to
are
ask.
we? You better
What are we?
ask.
What are
Yeah.
we
You have to ask.
Because are we
Yeah.
exclusive? So and that's the way you can start it up. You can say, so I just need to know, are we exclusive? Because I don't want to assume that we are and we aren't.
You putting in
'Cause
time.
I need
Right.
to know if I need to bust your tires.
Jasmine Sullivan. I
Right.
need the windows out your car.
Spare me down. What we doing?
What are we doing here?
I'm not busting tires. I'm not doing that. I don't even have that energy. I'm not even on that
Listen,
time
I
no
can't
more.
have any
Don't
police
call me.
contact
Don't
with
call
my
me.
job. I love my job, by the way. No police contact.
I'm not doing that.
No police contact.
No police contact. I damn sure get police contact.
My prints are in the system. Look, I cannot.
Now the old Siobhan, 20 years ago.
I've been to a couple of stakeouts.
Yeah.
Wait. Everybody got to go down the line about your most embarrassing moment.
Ooh.
You reacted and showed your ass with the dude.
Oh,
Start with you.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Honey child. Where the teeth thing at? Where the teeth thing at? Sunken. I was in a sunken place. I need a spoon. Give me a spoon, will ya? I was in a sunken place. And I was on 132nd, 131st Street.
Pavement blocks.
On Madison Avenue. Girl, I don't know. He was with a girl. And let's just say I jumped out the car. I had a little altercation.
Did you get arrested?
I called my friends. My friends showed up. And I showed out.
I need more.
And I will never do that ever.
I
You
know.
got the car, is it what?
It was the altercation.
Was I there?
We were there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
There's so many.
Yeah.
We had
Exactly. Exactly.
This one is the top one. And
Did you go back?
of course,
Okay, that's honest.
yeah, I went back.
That was your most embarrassing moment.
Yeah.
To catch him cheating that way.
Oh no.
That was
wasn't-
embarrassing
wasn't the
part about
it. That wasn't the part about it.
The most embarrassing part was
Comes in
when the
prison.
judge was like, step to the left. I just want to go to the family reunion.
It said,
I don't think so.
Wait. So
Next
you mean
court date,
so wait,
July 21st.
Wait. So you mean to tell me the judge was like,
$500.
Adrian D. Hawkins,
Yeah.
docket number
87645 2001.
NY. Yeah.
Oh my God. NY
I was like this.
16374.
I came out. My family was all behind me.
Embarrassed. You like, yo, what up?
Yo.
It's going to
He was
jail.
like this, yo. Boy, I can't go to court.
I gotta go to the
I
family
gotta go to the
reunion.
family- I gotta go to the family reunion. This said $500 bill. Do I really need that? Come back to court next month. All right, I left. But all I'm saying is never, ever put yourself in a situation like that.
But we're too old for that now.
No.
Now,
I
just
hope.
back
But
in the day.
to the
Yeah.
young girls,
To the young girls, yeah.
It ain't worth
I have a
it.
daughter.
Let's
I have a daughter, and I don't ever want her to fight over men. You fight for your marriage, but you don't fight over no man. Ever. Period. End of statement. But I learned my lesson. Oh, but he dropped the charges. Yeah.
Wait, she got DP, decline prosecution.
I'm just saying, but that was my most embarrassing moment. I'm able to talk about it. That's the thing of the past. You know,
Right. We can laugh
I
about it
gotta
now.
explain it
Yeah.
at certain jobs I have gone to.
Right.
Still to this
But
day.
and that's
Yeah.
why it's embarrassing. And
Right.
that's why it's not cool. Because you have to explain something that happened but didn't happen because they didn't push, with
Go
the charges.
further, yeah.
But that happened to me. And that's real talk. And this is what?
Risky talk.
Yeah.
So, Siobhan, what about you?
Oh, I don't know. I have a shitload of embarrassing
Oh, yeah.
moments. Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah?
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah?
You know, we were there for each other. I
Yo,
must say.
Yeah.
Let's just say, it's so many, but I'm just going to point out the one that you may say, why did you even go back? I actually caught him coming out of the hotel. Yeah.
Lord.
Damn.
Yeah. Now,
Lord.
now we got a moment of silence for my
still
ass.
living? He's still living?
Listen,
Now you know what? Let me tell you
it's
something.
true.
It's not a moment because cheating is cheating. Whether you
Right.
saw it
But
or it happened.
It-
It happened.
you know, cheating
And
is
it
cheating.
is what
but
it is.
It's the difference between when you cheat and someone calls your phone and you be like, who's this calling your phone? Or someone keeps doing text messages and stuff like that. But there's a different type of world in cheating when you actually catch them in the moment. That's a different type of hurt.
It is.
That shit'll fuck you
That
over.
or
Yeah.
a baby as a result of it.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
that's just like, oh yeah. So at that time, it's like my knuckle game is crazy. We all know that.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Yeah.
I can fight you and her because I'm mad at the moment. I can actually crash that car because it's my car. I really don't care. I got full coverage. I had to think about it and pray on it because I'm not going to jail for you. At that point, when you think a man is going to take your livelihood, you shouldn't even be with him no more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not putting my livelihood on the line. That was a rough moment in my life.
Mm.
But I'm good. God is good.
Amen.
Takes you
All
through
the
some
time.
shit.
Amen.
The next man, he got to come through. I don't want to hear, I'm leaving. I'm not dealing with that. I'm not.
I attest to that.
Yes, because I don't
At
want to have to call my
44?
girl and be like, Adria,
Yes.
Yvonne,
Yes.
Shoshana,
Yes.
Wanda.
Yes.
I'm going to need y'all to put the ski mask on.
Yes.
Because we about to get
But we-
freeway,
we-
got the
we-
good old mask.
We've done it a few times.
Hockey pucks.
Oh,
Yes.
I can
pucks
Oh
in the
yeah.
socks.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I still have those if anyone needs them.
No.
Hit me up at ADHB_CPW.
I'm not
They work.
condoning anything, but what I'm saying is, in a relationship and in a long relationship, you've seen some shit.
You've
go
done
through
to some.
shit.
Yes.
You go through a lot, and people may say, "Oh, she's stupid. Why would she do it?" But you can't talk about me until you've been in my shoes.
Yeah.
Love will make you do some crazy things.
You know,
Yeah, it will.
what? You be what?
Well, I
And-
can
and
tell
that's
you about
funny.
my
That
moment.
love should not make you do those
Right.
things.
Yes.
Actually, that's
That
that's
doesn't
that's
mean
that,
love. That's
that
not love.
actually that's contrary to what love
That's
is.
stupidity.
But
It
our
is.
emotions.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Make
Right.
us
Yes.
do
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
things. And so, yes, I think there isn't a woman or a man that has done some crazy stuff because our hearts were all involved in this.
I was
And when you love somebody, You ain't thinking straight when your heart is hurt.
true.
You're not.
No,
you are literally insane for a moment. So sometimes I understand when those people be on trial. For that very moment, you are outside of yourself, depending on the severity of what's been. It's like an out of body experience because the rage is up here, the anger is up here, the embarrassment. You can't even make sense of it because you're like, what the fuck? Did this just happen? This didn't happen. Am I seeing? I couldn't have. This has got to be make believe.
No, it was
Am I
real.
sleeping? You gotta almost pinch yourself.
Right.
And then when you come to, you like, oh
and
no.
the question I asked myself
How can I
was,
repay him?
why me? And then God said, why not you?
Right.
Who the fuck
No
you?
one's exempt.
No one's exempt.
No one's exempt.
Mm.
But
I'm a testimony to that one. Nobody's
Well, I
exempt.
can tell you about.
We're not ready for
when
you
I-
yet.
Oh, you not?
It's
Oh, you going down the
it's
line?
my-
Oh, okay.
We can tell who's the bully in school, just skipping and shit.
I'm just saying. I
She
think
just
I was
said,
ready.
well, I'm gonna make mine real quick. We was in a public park, and a woman asked me.
Oh,
I was there for that.
I was too.
I wasn't.
A woman asked me. I forgot what the fuck she asked me.
Let me tell you what she said.
What she said. I forgot.
She said, are you such and such girlfriend?
Yeah, and
How
I'm
long
like,
y'all been dating?
I said, who you? Man, I approached that man and two-pieced him in 2.5 seconds and
Yeah.
ripped him out his t-shirt. I was so embarrassed after that.
He had his t-shirt and his boxers on. He had his t-shirt
I
and
was
his
so
boxers
embarrassed.
on.
I was not proud of that at all because I don't like when I get to that point.
Oh, yeah?
I don't. No, seriously, I don't. I don't.
You get to that
Stop
point a
it,
lot.
see?
Look.
Stop it.
So
That's
point a
not
lot,
true.
fam. Look.
But I try to suppress it, but it was just like, how can you disrespect me to that level? You know what I mean? Like there was no respect. No woman should never ask me that type of
No.
question.
Agree.
Ever.
I'm gonna
She lucky I ain't whip her ass.
For asking that damn question.
But I'm
fucked him up.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you like I told everybody else. Who you?
Right.
Nobody. Fuck you.
Okay, Rhonda.
So I haven't had those type of moments where
Never?
it was outward. No,
Look, never.
never. I just,
Ever?
I haven't.
Nah,
You.
you need more time to think.
No, I got the time to
Those
think.
times.
You ain't let me finish. I didn't say I didn't have those type of moments. I said where it was like outwardly done. I've had those moments, but typically it was handled at home. So it wasn't.
What happened at home?
I tore his shit up.
Okay.
I
what
tore
you did?
his shit
you
up.
bleached the clothes?
Everything.
That
All
is-
that designer shit in the tub.
the moment.
It is. But what I was saying is all of you have
our moment.
depicted stories
You just
of
burn the house.
it happened
At that
because
moment,
the house
right.
is in my name. I ain't that crazy.
You ain't.
I ain't that crazy. But I done did some.
Tell us how you did. What you took out the closet?
I took everything.
Everything?
Everything.
Everything?
Everything. First of all, it was raining that day. It was pouring raining.
Yes. You couldn't remember.
I said, you're going to get the fuck out of this house. He said, what? Well, where I'm going to go? Well, you should have thought about that before you was fucking with the little girl that don't got her own place.
Oh no.
You going to get up out of here, and I'm going to help you. I said, and mind you, we had a big house with shitload of shit. I said, whatever you can't carry, it's going out the window. I'm going to give you an opportunity to carry it first.
Yes,
So he was like this. Like, where do I start? He only got 2 hands. I started helping him. Started taking, and it was the day, it was like flooding outside. I started with the fur coats. I said, oh, we're going to throw these out first. Let everything just be soaking wet, sitting outside. I said, I know the neighbors probably thought,
I
what
bet
the
the
hell
neighbors
is
wondering.
going on? Then I said, well, let's just start, because had his own shoe closet. Let's just take all the shoes. And we had a big soaker tub. Let's just put it all in the tub. I started just pulling stuff out, putting them in the tub. I said, okay, he won't wear these ever again. I started putting the bleep. So
He won't what?
ever again. He started packing up his stuff downstairs. I was upstairs with the expensive stuff. Then I started saying, oh no, you see this jewelry and the Cartier watch and the Rolex watch? I'm going to lock this up in the safe because guess who got the key to that?
Smart.
Do you know what I do not. It's time for you to go. Time for you to go. And that was part of my story.
Whoa.
And we can kind of,
No,
yes.
Mama was
Wait, hold up.
embarrassing
Ooh,
moment.
where's the watches?
And the Cartier bracelet.
Where's the safe?
Okay.
Question.
It's still with me.
I know that's
Right.
right.
No, that's right. Can we
Drink
toast
to that.
Oh, yes.
Well, wait, were you ever afraid to bleach? Because I was afraid to bleach because I knew that he was going to cut my bags up and shit.
Yeah.
I didn't play them games.
It wasn't none of that.
I was scared of that. You cut, I cut. I don't play them games. I'm not bleaching your shit. I'm not stabbing
Let me
you.
tell you
I'm not
something. When
doing
you
that.
are that angry,
Yeah, but I
was so angry I wasn't even thinking about
I thought
myself.
about
Yeah.
that.
You have so much strength and energy.
Yes.
Right.
You be like,
You like Shira.
you can take that stuff and whip it over your shoulder like Santa.
You
You like this.
You got
Stuff that you would normally say, this shit is heavy. You're like,
You all of a sudden you become all of a sudden you work for sanitation.
yes, you like,
Garbage bags like.
And in your mind, you know you always gotta have a theme song in your head when you going through
Only
shit.
you.
You always want to see the breakthrough.
Uh-huh.
be like, yo.
Sanitation.
Riding
Yes.
uptown.
Like
Look,
that.
yes.
uh-huh. Riding uptown with DMX on.
And
You like that?
Where my dog's at? Yeah, I'm coming through. You trying to play me? Yeah, nothing. Yeah. Oh, nothing now. Make sure you get that whiskey. I'm coming through. Surround, I'll be there in about a minute.
Yes.
You got this singing shit at my house. You got this one friend that always want to calm you down. You be like,
You know, I don't think that was a wise thing to do. You don't want to, it's done. It's done. I want to hear it. I don't want to hear
This is
it.
this one. She'd be like, so Siobhan, do you think that's no bitch? Days the day. Go to Home Depot.
Yeah.
Get the garbage. Days the day.
Sanitation.
Yes.
Pack it and I'm labeling.
Yeah.
so you want me to drop Papa's off, right, and come to you. It's just gonna be us in the house, right? And you want me to beat him there. And you sure we gonna be good? Cause I need to know. So when he walk in, I'm just supposed to say, hi, such. And
It puts you in an awkward
and all this shit
It
is
does.
packed. I have been in multiple awkward situations messing with my niece.
What?
Nigga said, we going to Brooklyn. I said, Brooklyn? Tonight? It's 11 o'clock. Let's go. Okay. And we taking your car. My car? That shit going, your bags is going, I ain't got no hydraulics. Always me. So, no more hookups.
Yeah, you fired.
Yeah, okay. I tried, y'all.
You fired.
I tried.
Yeah, Shauna.
Go ahead.
Well, my most embarrassing moment was the man I was with at the time. We had an argument over the phone, and he hung up on me. That's a big pet peeve of
Hang
mine.
up. Don't hang
Do
up.
not. And I warned him. If you hang up on me, I'm coming up there. Click. Okay. Adria,
Yes.
bring down the hockey puck.
I got them.
You love them hockey bugs.
Yes. I got them.
We was on what? We was on
We
I-87.
were at a
We were on
fish fry.
yo.
When it
Yeah.
got the hang up.
Yeah. Got the bring the hockey pucks down.
We were
We-
driving like set it off.
Yeah.
Like we just robbed a bank.
What's
Hot, no,
going
and
on,
it no,
B?
An
and it was
expedition.
rain, and it was raining. So we was hydroplaning for real. We was like the Jetsons in the air. Yo, we got up there in 2.2 seconds.
Where you
No,
Because he
listen.
hung up the phone?
Because he hung up the phone, and then the woman in the background was talking.
Oh, you
The girl, not women, the girl. But we weren't together anymore. You understand? But I don't like when people hang up on me.
No, I don't like when
So
kids' fathers try to disrespect their kid's mother
Yeah,
in
Yeah.
front of a woman.
Yes.
And that's
Don't
what
do
happened.
yes,
That's
that's what
right.
happened.
don't
And
do
that's
So
when
listen,
you
that's yeah. So come down. We on the highway. Got up there in about 5 minutes. 25, 30-minute drive. 5 minutes. I kid you not.
From Harlem to the
Oh,
Bronx.
5 minutes.
parked the car.
Like we
So happy somebody was coming out, so I slid right in. Like I ain't had to ring the bell, no night. Got upstairs, I was like this. This nigga opened the door. Now me and her in the hallway. She like, let me hold the hockey pucks. I'm like, no, you give me the hockey pucks. We arguing. I said, give me the hockey pucks.
and I'm like
He came to the door.
person.
I said, now, the bitch had a lot of stuff to say. tell her to come to the door. He like, oh, you wildin', this and that and all that. Me and him start, arguing, whatever the case may be. I just pull him out my pocket. Bop! I'm trying to knock all his teeth out. Yeah, so now he went and he pushed me. I mean, I thought I broke my arm. I flew all the way back like, oh my God. So now me, him, and Adria is in the hallway fighting. Or whatever the case may be. Yeah.
Yes, I do.
So now,
15 years ago.
yes.
Longer than
Okay,
Yeah,
so we
no.
need to preface this.
No,
This was
yeah.
many years
Yeah,
ago.
yes, like 18. Yeah, many years.
When we
Not
weren't old.
Yeah.
Nothing
We were
current.
young.
Yes.
Like she
So
said, the most
now,
embarrassing moment. So we just
exactly.
went back.
So now we in the hallway fighting, whatever. So I left him with Adria, whatever the case may be. So now, because I remember I ran to the door to get inside to the girl. I opened the door up and my son was standing there. He was like, what, 3, 4? And he had his little mint in his hand. I was like, I played myself. I felt like a bird, for real.
Like a big bird or a little bird?
No, all kind of birds.
Sesame Street bird?
Yeah, him too. No, big bird, little bird, whatever, Because, for him to see me act like that, it wasn't cool.
Right.
It wasn't.
These are lessons learned.
They are.
We're hoping that the people who are watching, our viewers, will take what we said into consideration and really grow and learn from it and not do it.
And that had nothing to do with love. Don't hang up on me.
Call her right now, hang up on.
No, that hanging up is very
It's
rude.
No, I
It
don't
is.
like
Very
hang up.
disrespectful.
I don't.
What's
But
your
I
worst
don't-
pet peeve? You don't like nobody hanging up
I
on
don't
you?
like no, I have a lot, but
don't
that's
have
one of them. Don't hang up
That's
on
a
me.
lot.
Don't.
He ain't got
That's
enough to take for
disrespectful.
that.
What's one of your pet peeves?
Girl, I got so many.
Me too.
It's bad. It's really bad.
All right, give us
Two.
One of
Hanging
mine,
up. Okay,
Hanging
what
up.
are we talking about?
Whatever, it don't matter.
Anything.
It's a lot.
I don't like when you're on the phone with me and you're having another conversation with somebody else.
That
That
bothers me.
bothers me. You're like this, hey babe, and then they're like, hey, yeah, because you know the soda is over there.
I hate that shit.
If you can't be considerate enough and say, you know what, hold
Let
on
me
a
call you
second,
back,
or let me
or-
call you
yeah.
back, I'm already irked. Or don't say, you know, I want to take you out on a date, and then ask me 1,000 questions. So where you want to go?
I hate that.
Oh, he ain't going on a date. We not going on a date. Because
you're
if you
supposed to
couldn't
think
take
of
the
a place,
time
right.
to plan, I'm already turned off. I'm already, this told me so much about you that I'm like,
Yes.
we're not going. So when are we we're not. And we're not. I'm sorry.
What's yours?
She got a shitload. She need to be
I
sitting
got-
next to Adria.
That's me and Sharon kind of could be on the same page with that.
Yes.
It all depends on the setting, and then we can
Yes.
find the pet peeve in that setting.
All right, so let me tell you another
For
one of mine.
example?
No, getting up to the toll bridge, and they give me 5 dimes, and they know they got 2 quarters. Adrian, what I tell you?
Oh,
Now that's
no.
real petty, but that's a pet peeve of mine. I hate, even in the supermarket, why you give me all these dimes?
Because they don't want to get rid of their quarters.
They're not their quarters.
They have to check, they have to count their drawer at the end of the day. And they're like, they're trying to wait for them.
What is it?
It takes
Merman.
a lot to get me upset.
Oh yeah.
I can.
Yeah,
It takes a lot to get me upset. Like
does.
little things like
I
that.
will say
It don't
that
bother me.
when we was on that rooftop party and that girl was acting crazy,
Siobhan was calm.
Siobhan was very calm.
She was
I
like,
think I was
"So
a
you
little
wanna
bit more
fight?"
hyped. I was like,
calm.
that
You
lady's
wanna
sitting
fight?
in Siobhan's
We
seat.
were- we-
I was like,
We was at someone's rooftop party and it just got a little out of hand, but you know, some of the girls were just doing a little too much. And what I don't like is to be confrontational, and I don't like the back and forth. I'm not gonna sit there and argue with you. So she was just doing a little too much, and I just kindly turned to her nicely and said, "You want to fight? Like, what
Let's
are
get
we
this over
doing?
with.
Like, what are we gonna do? Because if we're not doing anything, then just let it go. Like,
Yeah.
I am a
you've
firm believer
changed.
that I've read my book, Mark Mason, The
Yeah.
Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. I don't give a fuck. I
Yeah.
don't.
You've changed.
Wasted
don't-
energy.
She
has.
has.
So wait,
Because back in the day,
Back in the day, pay $60 to get a party. You gonna punch
nigga
somebody in
fighting
the face?
somebody.
And I just got my drink.
Shauna was mad about that.
I still
was
talk about
mad.
that shit.
Wait,
She said we gonna get kicked out. 60 plus. I just bought my
March
drink.
2112.
Yes,
Oh.
$60.
March 2112 is
60
kind
cash.
of like.
Popping.
that was the
Back to
shit
my
back
I
in the
fought
days.
in March 2112.
What?
Yeah, you
Yeah, I punched you in the face.
did. Yeah, she did.
I
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
He
And all
pushed
I-
me. He
Yeah.
pushed me
Allegedly.
real hard. No, he pushed
I know
me.
he did. I know
Oh,
he
you
did.
broke your shoes that day, right?
I felt he
I was
pushed me
there.
so hard.
Yeah.
I was out my shoes and my bag was that way, and my shoe was that way.
I was
So
there.
I'm on the floor
Again.
like
Again.
put my shoe on like I'm gonna fuck you nigga up. I put the bag up and was just like boom boom. He was
Hey.
like
And mind you, he had to be 6 feet tall.
he
with
was
dreads.
big.
And all I said was, no, that's Minnie's, that's Minnie's, no. And I looked at her and said, bitch, you gotta pick and choose your battles.
I didn't see
She
him.
tried to fight Mr. T.
I didn't see him.
And he was like,
I really didn't though.
At that point, I was like, I saw your bitch.
I didn't see the man. I tell you no lie. I just know that he was right there, front and center, in front of me.
She's sorry. The Wilsons are sorry. Everybody's sorry.
But no, I gotta say my pet peeve.
Say it.
Back in the day,
And today,
nah, it's all right today. My pet peeve is someone that called me a bitch. I had a
Oh.
problem with that.
Oh, remember that?
I have a problem.
One
I
to
had a
fight
problem
everybody
back
that
in the
had
day
like 100
when somebody
100
called me a bitch. Yes. Ooh, but I'm over it now. You can call me
So
all
what's your
types
pet?
of bitches.
What's your pet peeve now?
everything. And
That's
motherfucking
not
thing.
true.
I can't upload shit. Oh man, I'm like, yo, relax.
Yes, she was in a beauty parlor.
I'm going to bed. Fuck
3
it.
weeks
Bye.
ago.
I'm like,
She
well,
was
bye.
really
Good
upset
night.
about that.
I have very
Low tolerance.
I have low tolerance.
No patience.
I have no
Okay.
patience. I'm working on it.
There we go.
Thick thighs and thin patience. She need that shirt on.
This is
I-
exactly her.
yes.
This fits the bill.
I need that shirt. But I
Yes.
really have no patience. It's just tough for me.
I have patience. I have a lot
I
of
don't.
patience.
I
and
try. I try.
If
very
you let
hard.
my ex tell it, I have no patience, but I think I've developed quite a bit of patience for certain people and certain
Right.
things. For children, I have that patience is a lot.
Sure,
I have patience for children. That I do.
Not
But
adults.
for adults that are above age, they're just I don't have patience. I feel like I don't want to build a man. I think
Yeah,
you need
I
to
don't do
come
that shit either.
correct. And I think a lot of it has to do with our experience. Once you've already
Yeah.
done it,
Yeah,
you're
done it,
like,
you're
I
not
don't
doing it
have the
again.
patience for
Yeah.
this to
I
do
don't.
it all
I
over
agree.
again.
I do have zero tolerance, and I can cut people off real quick.
Me too. And without nothing, no hesitation. And I'm like,
I don't have to give you an explanation. It's just
Mhm.
okay. I'm not speaking to you.
I just do block. They be calling saying,
yeah.
well, what happened? You blocked. Then they hit me up on block that too. Then they go to Facebook, block that too. Then they go to WhatsApp, and you block there. And you're blocked there. You didn't get it after the first 3
No.
block, you're blocked.
Honey blocker to the left.
Right to the left.
I'm just telling you how it is. I'm very honest in my new day in life.
Mm-hmm.
The
You
new
a
me.
liar?
I never
No,
thought you
meaning
was a
honest
liar.
with her
Not
feelings.
a liar, just
Oh.
honest with my feelings.
Right.
So if I don't like you, instead of me saying, "Oh, he's nice," well, I don't want to hurt his feelings. I don't like you. It's not gonna work.
You told him you don't like him?
Well, I say that all the time,
I
but in a
tell-
very nice way.
I tell him in a very
I think
nice way.
I think you're a great person. I just don't think you're great for me.
You're nice.
That is nice.
I'm not
It's
doing
very
it.
nice.
Very
I
nice.
always say,
Yes.
you know what? I think you are an awesome guy. I think you have so much potential. I just don't think we're a good match.
That's what
You
you
do
said.
that?
That's a nice-
I say it
That's
so
a nice
often that,
follow-up.
sorry if you were one of those
Just
people,
stop
if you were the
answering your
recipient
phone.
of that
There you go.
line,
Not
but
answer.
Oh, I can just
Yeah.
say it's not you, it's me.
Yeah.
I'm not
That's
blaming
one of
me.
those lines,
I'm
like-
not blaming me. It's really you.
Because men are very honest. If they don't want to mess with you, then they'll just tell you, like, I'm not.
Ma,
messing with
it's
you.
not
Or they
right.
might, or they,
They don't
Yes,
answer
they-
their
they
phone.
don't answer their phone.
That's honest.
Yeah.
I'm not answering my phone. You ain't get
Yeah.
the picture?
Yeah.
They don't get the picture.
Sometimes they don't.
These men don't get
Well,
the
men
picture.
don't delete numbers.
They just keep calling. You're like,
But
well,
men
what
don't delete
part
numbers.
of we're not a good match, didn't you? As soon as I see the number again, you know I think we're perfect for each other. And I'm like, well, what part of not a
So you
good
think that you
match?
would ever find yourself settling for someone just because
No.
they
No.
love you a little bit?
No,
more
I've
than you
been
love them?
single
I
for
don't
4
wanna be
years,
unhappy.
and I have not settled yet.
4 years?
4 years by choice. I'm just waiting for the person that God has for me. These other people are they're listen, I look at my past
How long
as
would you wait?
forever. That doesn't mean that you
Yeah,
don't
her
date.
point.
That doesn't mean that you don't date. That doesn't
Right.
mean that you don't go out. That doesn't mean that you don't have fun. But it means that you ain't locking down. I'm not locking down my heart to the person that ain't the man for me.
Exactly.
I've done that. We've both been in long-term relationships. 16 years on one end, 6 years on. That's damn near all my 20s, 30s, beginning of my 40s. I'm not willing to do that again. So
Living.
for me, I'm living my life, and when he come along, I feel like this is prep time. This is preparation. He should be preparing as well, so that when we meet, We just copacetic.
Some long ass prepping time.
Exactly.
4 and 3 years is a long time.
Sometimes it take that when your heart has been broken.
I know that's
Because when you broken, you need to be whole again, and that repair work ain't overnight.
It
Men
takes
go
time.
from relationship
It
to
takes
relationship; they never repair it.
Yeah,
Us
they
women,
don't.
we realize and recognize that it takes a little bit more.
But I ain't gonna front. You don't think when a dude move on so fast, you be like, did he love me?
But I've learned initially, I thought the same thing, but I also think that men,
They need a place to
a lot of it is
I'm
not
sitting
that.
here like I'm trying to heal. Do focus on me, and the dude didn't had relations like 2.5 seconds.
I'm gonna tell you, it has a lot to do with men just being men.
Huh?
So get the strap.
Get the strap.
I think that it has a lot to do with that they're physical beings and we're emotional beings, and so they often lead with their body rather than with their heart. And doesn't mean that they don't have a heart, but they lead with their body, and so they can go into another relationship based on simple attraction. Whereas our heart is still broken, and we're like, fuck this. I don't even want to be bothered right now. I don't want nobody to even call me. Turn the lights off. So turn the phone off. They don't do none of that. They don't understand that. They be like,
Listen,
ooh,
it's a Mary J. Blige.
they be
I'm not
Go
gonna cry.
cry, no.
I'm not gonna cry no more.
What? What song is that?
I don't know.
Mary. That's Mary.
What you be like? What's that? I'm not gonna cry anymore.
Well, I'm
don't
not
like that.
gonna
Really
cry no more. But is that Mary?
No, it is.
That's
She
Siobhan.
does.
It's Mary.
Yeah, she
That's
does.
Siobhan.
Mary from House Teller got her groove back.
Yes.
But that
I
wasn't the
wasted
words. That was
11
not
years
the
of my
words.
life. That was the words with the Bel Air mixed in. It's like a
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Okay.
It was like what's that?
Well, I think they need a place to stay, and that's
Yeah.
why you asked
Exactly.
for the Social Security.
Mhm.
Can I see your work history?
I'm gonna
Don't
go.
tell me.
Don't have sex.
Don't tell me you live with your mama, because I'm like, okay, there we go.
There we go.
As soon as he say that, I'm like, you ain't give him a chance? No. He lives with his mama. Why? Can't be 50 living at home. You cannot be 50 living with your mother. Why? You don't even want your own space. Like, I can't even live with my mother. And I love you, Ma. I cannot live with my mother. How could you stand it?
I
Well,
know.
can I say something?
How? On a day-to-day basis.
Well, what if people have been in a long-term marriage, right, or relationship, and they get kicked out, and they don't have any place to go, so they have to temporarily. Would you take a temporarily couch
Right.
guy?
Of course. What's temporary? Because anything over 6 months is not temporary. Because if you have a job and you're securing your job and you're living at your mother's house and probably not paying any bills for 6 months, if you save up your money, you have enough to get you something else.
Especially if you got a good job.
Yes. So there's no excuse.
So 6
So
months.
if I ask you, how long have you been with your mother? And you say, well, I've been with her for the past 4 years. well, okay, click. Why are you still with your mother? This doesn't make sense to me.
4 years.
It's a long, and you're in a room.
You in a
with all the sneaker boxes in the room. You're in a room.
When they shoot your mama.
You're in a room with all the sneaker boxes lined up when you take your selfies. And you're like, what is happening?
Right.
So you want me to come over so we got to be like this?
Wait,
Because my mother's in the next
wait,
room.
and you better have keys to your mama house.
Right.
Don't ring.
Don't
the
come
bell.
too late.
ring
We
the bell.
can't go to my mother's house because you know she be up. If you come past 11.
Claire, is that you? You got another girl with you?
Who's that? Sarah?
Yeah.
And then you'll be like this. Who the fuck is
Sarah.
You know my mom, she got Alzheimer's. You know her. They old, you know.
That's why you should
So
not be
6
living with your
months.
6 months, I would think, is enough
Temporary
time to get.
back
And that's contingent upon the fact that he just came out of a long-term relationship.
Yes.
Because really, all that, you living with your mother, already that's a flag for me. That's like, you know those little things that go up in your head that say, warning,
Warning, right.
warning. Whether you say it or not, in your head, these little flags come up. If he tell you that he just started a new job, you're like, warning, inconsistency. Might not be good at keeping a job. That's like flag number 2. When is the last time you saw your child? Oh, well, you know, my baby mama, warning. I'm like, it's not gonna work.
No.
Or you sit in front of him at dinner and he said, you know, I love those squimps. Warning. Doesn't have good diction. Not gonna work either.
Lack
of education.
Conversation, communication, conversation, education, squimps, squeak. Oh, I'm so turned off by that. Language is so important to me. I'm just like, yeah. You can sit. I've sat in front of people. I like them a little rough around the edges. I don't like them rough. And I don't like them just all edges either. You gotta be a little rough around. You know, you're almost like that bread gotta be rugged. You can't have somebody that's so straight that they just don't understand. Where you're like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. And then you can't have somebody that's so rough that he's like, nah, mean. You know what, Mom?
I hate that. And
I would be like,
and they don't say much.
it's
I
time to
hate
go.
that shit.
Dinner's over.
You want to order right now?
Yes.
Like, 'cause you know, I was at you know what I'm saying?
Cause niggas be doing so and so.
Right, I don't know.
I would be at the table flabbergasted.
No, because my man's in them is gonna find me a job.
Wait.
Nigga be like,
Honey.
Application.
Yes, men. This is the way we perceive you.
If you can't fill out an application
nah.
at this time, in this day and age,
Something's wrong.
something's wrong.
Something-
And you better know how to use
The computer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know, Ma, I don't really use it. What era are you in?
Right.
Because if
You're
you,
not a millennial.
you're not. Yes. If you don't, and if you don't have a smartphone, a smartphone.
Oh my God. They have to have their own bank account too.
Of course.
I'm telling you.
I hate
Listen.
to do this say,
Of course.
Who
right?
goes to the check cashing place?
I don't even want to hear that. I would be like, sir, I'm so not the one for you. I'm so not the one for you. I'm so serious. Check cashing? I don't even know the last time I've been in a check.
They got the rust card.
Remember you when you were a kid?
Yes.
That's the last
That's how-
time you
yes.
went to the cashing place.
Yeah.
Because now even some of you kids
Get a card.
Yeah.
like, come on.
First of all, the kids got PayPal cards, but they used to. So stop it. You talking about the check cashing place?
Stomach hurt. I can't.
Because some of these men, and I don't think men recognize that women view them that way. They come hard. They be ready. They be like, oh, she's beautiful. When I get her, if I get her, they get in front of you and you're like, strike.
Yeah.
Strike again.
Yeah.
Yep. Not gonna work. Yep.
Okay.
Right. That flag go up, and it's an invisible flag, but we're like, yeah,
I see
taking
that
notes.
card.
Not gonna work.
That's not gonna work.
Not gonna work.
Taking notes.
Yeah, you're in your head. You're like, not gonna work. I'm gonna have this dinner though, but not gonna work.
Thank you.
We're at this nice restaurant that I picked out because he couldn't plan, so we already know this is the first and last. But yeah, not gonna work.
I like a man to take charge.
Me
Me
too.
too. I do too.
Me too.
All right, ladies, we're like overkill with time.
Because
I
we
wanna
can have this
thank y'all
conversation forever.
for coming out. Thank you for joining us for Wrist Talk. Love is love.
Happy Mother's Day again.
Happy Mother's Day.